Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I hope your day and your week have been going very well so far. This is Clash of the Titans, the video series here at Guy Boston Sports, where I go through every single big-time college football matchup throughout the entire season, giving you guys deeper insight, deeper analysis, but more importantly, more picks for each of these big-time pivotal college football showdowns. In today's video, we are covering the ACC Championship Game matchup between non-ranked Duke and number 17 ranked Virginia. And as always, guys, I got some of the great picks to go ahead and share with you. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. This is just one of 6 Clash of the Titans college football videos releasing on the channel this week. By the time this video comes out, the rest of them will already be released on the channel, so make sure to go ahead and check out all those videos for all my plays for conference championship weekend. And again, please subscribe because we have a ton of great content across multiple sports: NFL, college football, college basketball, you name it, we've got it. And let me know down below in the comment section who you think is going to win this ACC championship game and clinch a spot in the CFP. Do I think either team necessarily deserves it? That's a conversation for another day. But let me know down below who you think is winning this ACC championship matchup. And yeah, guys, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and break down this game. I have 3 picks to go ahead and share with you guys for this ACC championship game. We have a spread pick, a total pick, and a player prop to go ahead and close out the video. All right, guys, getting started here. Our first pick in today's video, our spread pick. And to me, I don't know if it's a bad thing I feel this way, but this was the easiest game of all the conference championship games to go ahead and pick. I'm rocking with Virginia here on the spread, minus 3.5. Now, normally I adjust the spread slightly to give us a better shot, but I think 3.5 is perfectly fine. I actually thought about adjusting the line in the opposite direction, maybe taking Virginia as a heavier favorite. If you're a Duke Blue Devil fan, you might want to sign off because I don't really have many nice things to say about the Blue Devils. They are a 5-loss team that respectfully shouldn't be allowed to be in this position. Miami is the number 12 ranked team in the country, and yet they don't represent the ACC Championship Game, but yet 5-loss Duke is in there. And if Miami played Duke right now, Miami would win by 45 points. Anyways, like I said, I don't want to get into that point of it. It's a dumb thing. Regardless, though, Duke is just overmatched here. I just don't think they have a real shot to win this game. I know the spread of 3.5 points suggests it'll be a relatively close game, but we literally just saw these two teams play a few weeks back on November 15th. And Virginia put belt to ass. They won 34-17. Now, that's a 17-point victory. It's already a big victory to begin with, but it's kind of deceiving because going into that fourth quarter, Virginia was winning 31-3. They were dominating Duke the entire game. And then in the fourth quarter, Duke scored a couple touchdowns, made the game a little closer, but Virginia dominated them the entire game. And I don't really see why that result would change in this one. Duke's defense is the name of the game for this. Their defense is awful. Tied for 97th in the nation in terms of points allowed, giving up just shy of 30 points per game this season. 131st tied for in red zone efficiency. I mean, you got to go through these lists. It's really, really bad. 131st in passing yards allowed, giving up over 273 passing yards per game on average. The run defense looks okay, 54th in the nation, but we did see this Virginia offense expose this Duke run defense as also a not great unit, tied for 115th in yards per play. They do force a decent amount of turnovers. We'll give them that. Don't really have much of a pass rush to talk about, although they are tied for 27th in QB hits, which isn't terrible, but Virginia has a pretty solid offensive line that negates that. So yeah, it's just not good. And then Virginia offensively, I wouldn't say Virginia is a great offense, but when matched against this terrible Duke defense, it looks great, right? They scored 34 points last time. They probably could have did even more. Really good numbers across the board here. Really good offensive line. They don't turn the ball over. They're pretty safe with the football. Not totally efficient in the red zone, but again, Duke's defense is so bad in the red zone, it doesn't necessarily matter. We can go all day, but again, the moral of the story being that this Duke defense is going to be overwhelmed like it was a few weeks back. On the flip side, the one saving grace for Duke this year has been the offense, specifically the passing offense. 12th in the nation, averaging 289.3 passing yards per game this year. Darian Mensah, this Duke passing attack has been lethal, and that is what's got them at least to 7 wins and in this spot to win an ACC championship game. But beyond that, they don't really have a good offensive line, tied for 85th in sacks allowed, tied for 107th in QB hits allowed. This is a pretty decent Virginia pass rush, top 30 in both sacks per game and QB hits, and we did see the last time they played, they were able to get pressure on Darian Mensah and disrupt the passing game. Duke in that game, again, they finished with 17 points. They scored 14 in essentially garbage time, and they had one of their lowest offensive performances in terms of yards this entire season. Not efficient in the red zone. They can't run the football. They are entirely one-dimensional. It's Darian Mensah passing all game long. This is a Virginia pass defense that isn't great, but they are 43rd in the nation, giving up 203.4 passing yards per game. They are good enough, and again, we saw them dominate Duke last time. We'll keep going back to that game where they can slow this Duke offense down. We already I don't know proper English. We've already seen this Virginia defense slow this Duke team down once less than a month ago. That's the thing. It's not like it was back in September. This was less than 4 weeks ago. These two teams played, and Virginia kicked Duke's ass. I'll say it one more time for the people in the back row. Duke is a 5-loss team. They are not supposed to be here. They are in here on a technicality because of the ACC and how big the conference is. There's almost 20 teams in the conference. They don't play each other. Duke didn't get to play Miami. Duke didn't play Louisville. Duke didn't play SMU. And when we've seen them face off against good competition this year, they have stunk it up. Illinois, early in the year, non-conference game, got whooped. Tulane, they actually kept it close with them, but they did lose to Tulane in that game. So even their non-conference opponents, they have their wins this year. They're just not impressive. They played Georgia Tech when Georgia Tech was in the height of their power this year. They lost. Every time Virginia lost, every time they played a good team, a ranked team at that, Duke crapped their pants. Again, I don't want to keep talking about this subject, but a lot of issues with college football. But the fact that they're in the ACC Championship Game, Miami's not, when they haven't played Miami, SMU, or Louisville, three of the better teams in the ACC, it just baffles me. It baffles me, but I think they're way overmatched in this game. And I know strength of schedule numbers are showing that Duke is one of the toughest schedules in the nation. Get out of here. I don't know if YouTube's going to flag me for that, but Duke have one of the toughest schedules this year. Give me a break. So as you can tell, guys, I feel pretty strongly about this game. I love this spot, and this video will age terribly if Duke does somehow pull it off. But I think Virginia is the better team. This is a 10-2, top 25 ranked team. In these positions, Duke typically has lost these spots. Now, the one big advantage they do have is the fact that this game, although it's a neutral field in North Carolina, obviously it's a home field game for Duke. Although it's a neutral field, they're in North Carolina. It's Duke's home state. They have a bit of an advantage there from a home field perspective. But beyond that here, Duke is outmatched. I don't think they belong here. So give me Virginia on the spread, minus 3.5 points. And for my second pick in this video, guys, I am rocking with the over 56.5, which I'm grabbing for minus 130 over on FanDuel here. I do like this high total. Now, the last time they played, the total got to 51 points, so it didn't hit this over necessarily, but it was a decently high-scoring game. My thought process here is I do think Virginia will score in that ballpark again of 35 points, right? They did it last time. They scored 34, and they kind of took the foot off the gas pedal in the fourth quarter. Remember, they had 31 going into that fourth quarter against Duke. This time around, I think you're going to see a similar scoring performance for Virginia, maybe even more from Virginia. But I also think that Duke, and I know I just talked a lot of crap on them, I think Duke will be able to do a little bit better. I think that Mensah, they have that urgency of, hey, we win this game, we prove the world, we get to we prove Tasso wrong, and we get to the college football playoff. There are obviously higher stakes in this game. Maybe Duke can get 20 points, 21 points. I'm banking on Duke scoring a little bit more than last time. Not much more, because again, I think Virginia has a very good matchup, their defense against this Duke offense. But I do think Virginia should be able to score 35 to 42 points. At that point in time, we only need a little bit from Duke. And I think Duke can give us, with this passing attack, whether it be, again, in garbage time like last time, or they're a little bit more competitive in this game, I do think that Duke should be able to contribute at least 17 points again. And if they give us at least 17 points, I think Virginia can go ahead and carry the rest. So I like the over here, 56.5 in this game. Duke leaned obviously over all year long, 75% hit rate on this over 56.5. Virginia, not so much, more on the under. And actually, the over hasn't cashed in each of their last 6 games. So this has been a more, and again, it's because their defense is pretty damn good. But they have a really good defensive matchup here in terms of Duke, how bad their defense is. And again, I think Duke should be able to score a little bit here. So I like the over here at 56.5 points. We've got one pick left in today's video. But before we do that final pick, our player prop pick, I want to give a special shout out to the sponsor of this video, Outlier. All the data, all the information that you guys have seen in this video is brought to you by Outlier, the best sports betting tool on the market. We offer a special link down below in our description as well as in our pinned comment that gives you guys a 7-day free trial to check Outlier out for yourself. It truly is the best sports betting tool on the market. I'm only giving you guys a little taste of what Outlier provides here. There's so much more insight, analysis, data than I can possibly show you guys in one single video. The only way to check it out is to check it out for yourself. Again, link down below, both in the description as well as in the pinned comment. Check it out. It's 7 days free. You don't have to put, you don't have to pay anything right in the first 7 days. You don't like it after 7 days, you cancel it, no cost at all. But I'm telling you guys, you're going to become a smarter sports bettor and ultimately a better sports bettor if you use Outlier. So make sure to go ahead and check that out. Shout out to Outlier for being a proud sponsor of the channel. And our third and final pick in today's video, guys, is a plus money player prop here. I'm going Chandler Morris, the quarterback for Virginia, over 1.5 touchdown passes, which is actually a plus money play. We're grabbing it for plus 115 over on BetMGM. Now, it's plus money for a reason. The data is not very good at first glance. He's cashed it in just 33% of his games this year. That's 4 of 12 games. He's cashed the over, averaging 1.17 touchdown passes per game this year. So obviously not a lot of great numbers, but the reason why I'm tailing it here, first and foremost, the head-to-head data here. Obviously, the last time they played, he had 2 touchdown passes against Duke. And although the running game obviously really got off in a big way the last time, all year long, the stronger side of Duke's defense has been the run defense. Now, Virginia exposed them a bit, but still the weakest area that you can't argue at all is the fact that Duke's pass defense is hot doo-doo, okay? And I do think that in this matchup, maybe the running game for Virginia still takes off, which is the strength of this Virginia team. But obviously, Chandler Morris in the passing game has a huge advantage. The inefficiencies in the red zone for Duke, we've already talked about in tandem how bad this Duke defense is. I think that 2 touchdown passes from Chandler Morris, he did it once this year. I think he could do it again because the matchup is very, very strong. And look at the last few quarterbacks. I mean, Robbie Ashford from Wake Forest, 2 touchdown passes. Joe Fagnano from UConn had 3. Kate Klubnik from Clemson had 2. Gio Lopez for UNC only had 1. But over the course of the last month or so, you see a lot of quarterbacks, including, again, Chandler Morris, has cashed this prop against Duke. So I think it's a good matchup spot here. They could take advantage of the weak pass defense of Duke and score some touchdowns through the air as well as on the ground as well. So that's our third and final pick in today's video. And again, it's plus money. If this was like minus 115 or minus 125, I probably wouldn't take it. But you're giving me plus money for something that he already did less than a month ago. I'll go ahead and rock with that. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. One more time, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. Until next time, guys, I hope you're all winners. Enjoy Conference Championship weekend. Let's go ahead and make some money.